There's so much yarn. I can't even sit down. All right. Good. Whenever you're watching this, good day. Hello. I keep going to say good morning because I'm so used to doing this in the morning, but it's the afternoon. And to be fair, actually, all right. So, honest confessions for a second. I recorded probably like 40 minutes of this, and then my computer was like, I have no more memory left, and then just killed it. So let's re-record, because I probably won't find the first bit, and let's see what happens. I'll probably make the same mistakes or even better ones this time. So, I'm very sorry, but as I'm re-recording, I've already opened the advents. We have got the first one is this from Knit or Dyers. Can you guess what it is? If I say Finding Nemo, does that help? It is a clownfish. So, the clownfish is one of 30 subspecies of anemone fish. While most people think of the classic orange, white, and black, clownfish can be a range of different colours and patterns. Clownfish live in the warm tropical waters within tropical coral reefs. They form their homes within the stinging tentacles of sea anemones, protected from stings by a layer of mucus that is produced along the fish's body. Clownfish have an interesting life history as all of the individuals initially develop into males. They live in a hierarchy where only one female exists. When this female is removed, the most dominant male matures and develops female reproductive organs, becoming the dominant female. I think that's really fun. So I think she's gotten those colours spot on. They're so cool. And where did I put you? Here we go. From Olivia and Oliver Fibers, I have got El Capitan. So El Capitan, is it showing up? It's actually more of a slate grey than the brownie grey that this is. I don't know if I can get the proper colour. It's definitely more slate grey. More granite grey, I should say. El Capitan is located in Yosemite National Park. At more than 0.8 kilometers or 0.5 miles high, El Capitan is the tallest exposed vertical face of granite on the Earth. It is more than twice the height of the Empire State Building. On average, it takes 3 to 5 days for climbers to reach the top, and there are hanging cots attached to the wall to rest in the middle of climbing. That terrifies me. I'm gonna start yawning again like yesterday. I'm so sorry. That terrifies me. The idea of climbing a sheer rock face. I am not a heights person. I'd rather sit in it and be safe. So that is the advents for today. I'm drinking Hunt and Brew iced coffee. I went to the gym this morning. It was cardio day. I hate cardio. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't love the gym on a good day. It's not exactly like it's a hobby for me. It's not something I wake up wanting to do. I am really enjoying the challenge of trying to get fit again. But it's so clear to me how not fit I am, especially on cardio days, and I don't like it. I don't like feeling not good enough. So that's been fun. Anyway, what I thought I would do is take you through my yarns. That's why I've got a huge collection here, actually massive collection, and then more to show you. And I'll take you through who they are, how I got them, my little stories about them, and tell you which ones I'm going to share and donate. So first up, I've only really got my wool in here. I don't have any acrylic really in there. The exceptions that I'm going to do. So again, backtracking before that story starts, I'm planning on going to Europe in 2023. I am working unbelievably hard towards this goal. I'm doing a thing which is a salary sacrifice or a delayed salary sacrifice. So essentially I'm working full time and earning 0.8, which is fun. And I am saving through tax part of my income. So that way in the 5th year that this works out, in the 5th year I will basically be paid to be on holiday, which, it can't come soon enough. I'm desperately watching the news because obviously COVID is a thing, and I'm double vaxxed and all that, but I, obviously I want to travel, and looking at places like Europe collectively over the continent is something like 70% vaccinated, and then Africa is like 7% vaccinated, and I would love to go to Africa. I have really big dreams, and I don't know what I'll be doing. I don't know if it will be teaching, if I will change from teaching. I kind of, at the moment, I'm just dreaming of owning a real retail store, which, trust me, everyone who owns one or has worked in one, and I have worked in one before and I did not enjoy it. Everyone's probably screaming at me going, what the hell? Like, this is not a dream. But I don't know, just something different to what I'm doing now. I kind of want to change, but I'm not ready for a change yet. And I do love, I love my kids. Even if some days I don't like my job, I love the impact that I can make on my kids. For example, one of my girls, I won't say her name, she's just the cutest. She emailed me the other day and was like, hey miss, I know it's your holidays, but I just thought I'd let you know that I'm in Kmart and there are wombat socks, and I know you love wombats, so just so you know. And I'm like, I love you. Like, how adorable that I've made such an impact in these people's lives that they think of me on their time off. Like, I think of them on my time off, but they're my job. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like, I love them. So I'm going to be so sad when I leave. I also am so excited because my old class of like year 8s and 9s are graduating year 12 this year, and my mum is currently teaching at that school, so she's inviting me along to the year 12 graduation, and I can't wait. So it's just like all these little things. Like, I love my job and I love what I do, but I need a break. I've been doing it for a while and it's pretty full on. And so I'm going in 2023, and I've got plans to knit a lot in Europe. I don't know what family situation might be happening, but I'm keeping my eyes open, I guess. Expectations open. So there's a lot of potential changes that could be happening, and yeah, I don't really know what will happen. But one thing is for sure, that I have so much yarn, and I mean, I'm never going to get through this in a year, but I've got too much to even think about getting through it in a year, and I think that's my issue right now. So I've decided, and I've talked about this a bit before, I've decided in 2022, I'm not going to buy any more yarn, which so hard. Already, I'm looking at people like Chloe from Wool & Works, Mel from Down Under Dyer, Circus Tonic Handmade, Louie and Lola has come out with some new stuff. Who else was I staring at the other day? There was more from Stitchcraft and Wizardry from Anna. Like, just people that I adore supporting and I adore shopping from, and I really want to support and buy from them. And so my no buying is gonna really, it's not gonna happen, but the caveat is, if I do buy, I have to buy one for you, and then I put it into a giant batch at the end, and it's going to be given as a prize. And if anyone actually wants to donate prizes, feel free. I won't touch them because they're given to that specific thing. So yeah, there's lots and lots and lots going on. Anyway, so I want to go through my stuff. Okay, try and find the beginning of my story. I'm going to Europe in 2023. I have too much stash. I'm going to try and go through my stash, keep it to exactly what I want. And when I say what I want, what I mean is what I think I will knit with in the near future. So there's everything in here that I've got is what I want, because I've paid for it with my own money and I really like it and I really want it and I want to keep it. But I have to be realistic and recognize that I won't, and that I won't knit through everything. And I'd rather these go to a happy, safe family than stay untouched on my wool wall, which is sad, I think. So I don't have much acrylic, except I have where's the other one? Are you sitting on it, Mac? Oh, here it is. I have these, and I love them. I have enough to knit like a big cozy jumper, and I just really want to. I'm probably going to do it in like, what's the things? It says 8 to 9 needle size. Probably do it in like a 9 and just whip it up, because I really, 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 really want a big cozy faux fur fairy jumper, even a cardigan. I don't mind if it's like an open front cardi. I think I would love it, and I think it would look really cute on me. And I've always loved this yarn, and so I just really want to do it. It just makes me happy. So that is one of the only acrylics that I've got. The other, I don't know if they're acrylic or not. Oh, are you acrylic? You're not. You're plant-based. It's not acrylic. So these are the eucalyptus ones that I am planning to work with. Haven't yet started. I have, yeah, that's right. So I've got the leaf, bud, blossom, and there was a 3-pair design that I have in mind. So this is 100% rayon from bamboo, 100% lyocell, and this one is also 100% rayon from bamboo. So I've got this one here. I did not gauge swatch on this one. I just started knitting. And I know it's going to be too big if I do wash and block it, but I kind of just want to finish it because I love it. But then I only got these two and whatever's attached to this left, and I don't know if that's going to be enough. So that stresses me out a little bit. But I think I really did the sleeves wrong. I need to rip that back and I like cast on for it again instead of like connecting. I don't even know what I did. Ignore that. But I love it. And there's brioche, flipping something. Brioche and then little bubbles. And I just love it. I really, really, really love this. It's literally exactly how I wanted it in my brain. It's absolutely perfect. And so I really, 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 really just kind of don't want to undo it. And I want to keep going with it. Can I find where the other little ball is? How much have I got left? Oh, no, literally that. Okay, I'm going to have to rip it back. That makes a difference. But yeah, I remember it took me like a week to get this much, and I just don't want to have to rip it. I'm not a very fast knitter. I'm a committed knitter, but not very fast. But yeah, so I love it. That's the back of it. I just adore it. It makes me so happy. But that's like the non-woolly project. I then gauge swatched with this one, and this is washed and blocked. And so again, you can see like it's a really nice gauge. It feels so silky. The drape on it is beautiful. Okay, so that is that. The first dyer I would tell you about is Anna from Stitchcraft and Wizardry. She is local to me. She's 45-ish minutes away. And she owns a yarn store called Yarnia. She's just a beautiful person, a beautiful friend, and I love her. I really want to catch up with her very soon. She and Ilsa and I often catch up together. So they just love. So I already unfortunately recorded this, so you're not going to see my thought process as much because I already decided which I was going to keep and which one I was going to pass on to a better home who would actually use it. But I'll show you the difference. So first up, I've got these ones here, which are like a Tweedy base. The colorway is Love to Lady Lansbury on Manor House base of 85% superwash extra fine merino and 15% Donegal. It's fingering weight of 400 meters over 100 grams. And this is going to be a jumper or a top or something. I love it. I adore it. It just makes me so happy. I thought I only had 4, found the 5th one. I'm very excited. So this is awesome. I have this one. I also bought, this one actually I think Alec bought for me. Or did he buy this one? I can't remember. This one is Don't You Push Me. And this one is I Like to Mauve It. Both on Madagascar Jam base of 100% superwash extra fine merino fingering weight. 400 meters to 100 grams in the like zebra base. I love both of them, but I feel like this is too bright for me and this is more my color. So I'm going to probably knit a beanie. Yeah, I think a beanie out of this one. And I'm going to pass this one along. I'm just throwing them into the corner. My floor is safe, I promise. I have... No, that's Louie and Lola. I'll get to that one soon. I'll do those in a minute. Okay. Maybe I'll just go through the giving pile and then I'll get back to the planned pile because there's a lot here. Also, I've got these ones And I'm going to keep them because I love them. And it's the Menin Tights collection. Oh, if twere you, twould be twerific. On Mermaid's Tail base of 70% extra fine merino, 10% silk, 20% nylon, DK base, 200 meters and 100 grams. I adore these and I really, really, really love them, but I don't have yet an inspiration popping in my mind. The other ones that I adore that are also on a DK base are these ones, Gelato Estrada. So my old housemate realized I loved Anna and that I loved all of her stuff. So she actually reached out to Anna for my birthday and commissioned a colorway for me. So this is a one-of-a-kind colorway, again on the Mermaid's Tail base. So I love these. I'm definitely going to keep them. Obviously, they're for me. But inspiration hasn't hit yet, so I don't know what I'm going to make with them. Same as these ones. These were not... no, you're fine. These were not necessarily a gift. I actually bought them, but... Again, inspiration hasn't hit, but I love them. The only person I would give them to is, if you're listening, Maddie from Mad About You. Because I know you love pink, and I feel like these are very you. If they're not, that's fine. But reach out and let me know if you wanted them. I'm happy to send them to you because I keep looking at them and thinking of you. So if you would like them, Maddie only, exclusive for Maddie, let me know. But yeah, so I'm going to keep these, but again, inspiration just hasn't quite clicked. All right, so what I'm going to get rid of, that sounds so harsh. What I realistically don't think I'm going to be able to fit into my knitting pile in the next however long are amazing, beautiful skeins. And I'm really sad that I'm not going to keep them. So, Kryptonian Skyline on the Chivalry Yarns collection. This is actually dyed up by Mike, who is Mr. Stitchcraft, or Deirdre, however you would like to call him. One time he self-identified, he was like, oh, you can call me Deirdre. And I was like, that's the funniest thing ever. I just cracked it laughing for ages. And then it's become a thing now. So every time I see him, I have to call him Deirdre. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I absolutely adore them, but I just recognize that I'm not going to knit with them in a self-imposed timeline. And I'd rather someone else enjoy them. So this is the Kryptonian Skyline on House Elf Liberty base of 85% superwash, extra fine merino, 15% nylon, full ply, 400 meters per 100 grams. Please don't be watching me on 1.5 speed because I will be going too fast. Yeah, so I'm going to pass along to someone who will use them, but I love them. So please use them well, whoever will get them. The next ones are gorgeous. And I love them, but I'm just not going to knit with them. I think this is the saddest realization that my eyes are bigger than my knit ability. And that makes me sad. So these two are the Frenchie's Raspberry Dream on the Silk PJ's base of 50% merino, 50% silk, 4-ply, 440 meters over 100 grams. And these two are on exactly the same base, but Marty's Apple Sour. They are the Frozen Palace collection. They're beautiful. They're absolutely stunning, and I adore them. I just realize I'm not going to get around to knitting them, and it makes me really sad. So again, please, if you get these, look after them for me, please. I'm very, very sad that I'm not going to have these. All right. Okay. Where else have I got? Ow! I just bent my toe the wrong way. Why did I do that? That hurts. Okay. The next few I have wound up horrifically bad, and I am so sorry. I think I might have to write a little letter of apology to whoever I give these to. These are Phileas Fogg's Fantastic Fig Jam, and I like to more of it. The Phileas Fogg's one is on Princess Jasmine base of 80% superwash extra fine merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon, 350 meters per 100 grams. And the little one is on Baby Elf base of 85% superwash extra fine merino, 15% nylon, 4-ply, 80 meters to 200 grams. Sorry, to 20 grams. Ooh, that'll be a very thick skein. To 20 grams. So they are perfect for socks. And as we all know, I don't knit socks. So we were doing a swap, like an advent give along last year, and it was 5 grams, and I unwound it and took out 5 grams. And I love it. I love these colors. They are so beautiful, but I don't knit socks. And I feel like I am cheating the yarn by not making it into its true destination or true destiny or whatever you call it. The yarn is fated to be socks, and I'm letting it down. I have no idea what the other mini is. But I've got these ones, and I've also got I Am Passepartout, which is this beautiful sunset colors. Just gorgeous. Look at that. Again, I've taken off 5 grams of this one. And this is the Chan Dynasty Blue. And look at that. Like, heels, toes, and cuffs on this. Amazing. Do I want to be cheeky and get Maddie to hand crank these for me? Do I want to be cheeky and do that? Because they would look so good. I'm kind of cheating, but I'm kind of not. You know what? I will. Maddie, yarn's coming your way. I'm gonna ask her to hand crank these main skeins. Or should I ask her to do these ones because I've already opened them and then give these ones away? But I want that colorway. This is really hard to decide. I will think about it. I will put them down in a safe place and think about it. I did not expect that conundrum to come up. Look what happens when you think. Okay, the other ones that I don't know what to do. Again, you're probably going to see a lot of confusion on this episode, which is going to last a long time because we're at 21 minutes and we're not done. I don't know what to do with these. They're not really my colors. They're just not. And I'm okay with that. So these are the 3 plain skeins. This is from the Sweet Shop subscription. So this one, I don't have a name for. This one is Cotton Candy. And this one is Bubblegum Icing. And they're just not my colors. They're not ones that I would naturally gravitate to. Then I have these ones. And these are a bit different. I love this. I'm so keeping this one. This is Bubble Bubble Pop. And this is meant to go together with that one, I think. Maybe that was that one. Check my Insta. It's probably got them pictured somewhere. Or maybe even not, because I forget to take pictures and put them up properly all the time. But yeah, so I love that one. I love the speckles. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I have no idea what I would ever make with it, and it's really not my colour. Like, as in, it's not something I would gravitate to, but I just love it, so I'm going to keep it. Because it's my yarn anyway, and they're all falling. Please don't fall, otherwise I'll lose you, and I'll not know where I'm putting you. There's this one, which again is a really fun, speckly, longer repeats. And then there's this one, which I love how they all go together. Like, don't fall, don't fall. Good girl. They all just seem to merge so nicely together. And this is my conundrum because I wouldn't knit with this one, but I would knit with these two. I don't know what I'd make with them, but I'd make something with them. So the question is, do I give all 3 away? Because I feel like they're all 3 together. Do I just give this one away with the other main ones? Because I feel like, again, these colours are perfect for this. That crosses over. You know what? Let's do that. That crosses over perfectly. That is meant to be a foursome. And I get to keep the other 2. Huh? I don't know why I'm saying haha. It's to me. I'm just keeping more yarn. Which is never a bad thing. Okay. More Stitchcraft. So I've got This is the Joy is the most magnetic force in the universe. On House of Liberty, 400 meters for 100 grams, which is the same as those Sweet Shop ones and these ones here. This one I obviously bought up. My yarn Swift was having not my Swift. My Swift is fine. Although, actually, it's not fine because the little knobby bit at the bottom has fallen off. And so I can make it tighter, but I can't make it looser because it comes off. So I need to super glue it. But I'm scared of doing something wrong. And I asked Alec if he could help me. And he tried with his pliers and he was like, nah, you can't. So my Swift has attached itself to the dining table and refuses to leave. And my ball winder has just had a horrible day for a long time and is not having good days at all. So I now hand wind everything, unfortunately. But that's okay. It's kind of fun. Meditative. This is the beautiful, if you can see, I don't want to fully take it off because I'm really bad at putting them back on. But this is the amazing, amazing skein. And I really want to do something similar to the calico shawl. Except I want to make it more of a cowl, but like a full thing. I have ideas, I have designs, although then I made it and I didn't like it. Do I have my... Oh. Here's my tiny, tiny swatch, because I hate swatching, as we all know. And this is... There we go, it's this way. This is what I'm thinking of, kind of like a little droplet idea. Do I have another one anywhere? No. I literally just did that. Wow, Astrid, you help yourself. I think because I was literally just doing a gauge swatch so I could figure out the measurements. I've got another one up there. It doesn't look good though. That sucks. Yeah, so I started it, didn't like it, ripped it out. Started it, didn't like it, ripped it out. Now it's in timeout. And then I had Christmas things. But you can definitely tell I started it because it's all kinky. Maybe I shouldn't have a pillow there. Maybe that's what's causing the problem. Then I have these ones, which I love, and they are Birthday Fun at the Wonkers. Again, on the House Elf Liberty fingering base, 85% 15 nylon, 85% superwash merino. And this is a jumper that I'm making. So this is the original gauge swatchy design idea, trying to figure out what I was going to do with it. I overcomplicated the design. I went, yeah, no, bubbles are definitely it. And I've got 3 of these. I have almost a full cake in here. And I am using with it 1, 2, they're so bright. 3, where's my blue? No, blue somewhere. 4, whoop, found it. Attached to the blue. Because when I wound it, I did not wind nicely, and I'm just kind of giving up because I'm going to use it in a second anyway. 5. So these are my 5 that I'm using with this, and I love. I'm also going to use number 6 as this one here, which is the James and the Giant Peach colorway. I think this is Matilda. This is the Twits. I don't remember. Maybe this is the Twits. I really don't remember. I wish I did, but I don't. I'm also really bad at sticking yarn bands back in where they're meant to be. So I was going to use this one here, which is Never Forget to Shine Bright. And can you see that it would go really nicely and pick back up that yellow again? But it, like, yeah, I was saying to Anna, I just don't know. And then she was like, well, I've got that one. Why don't you swap them? And I was like, oh, what a great idea. So let's swap. So I'm going to give that to her because I actually need to. Can't just keep her yarn. But yeah, so I absolutely adore these. And once I've done the jumper, I'm going to use whatever is left. I've got to still do the purple. I'm going to do whatever is left and make a big shawl. And I'm going to hold them double as like DK. So it's more going to be like an odds and ends style shawl. But yeah, it's going to be held double and I'm just going to do a really fun, I've got an idea for it. This is the jumper that I've made so far. I have really not worked in it in a while. It's got this amazing rolled hem, like rolled hem thingy. I love it. It makes me so happy. So it looks like a hat. I have still got to put on, they're coming a bit low, aren't they? As in towards the edge. I need to get my needle toppers. I bought so many and then I gave half of them away. Which, by the way, if I've said your name in a giveaway and you haven't reached out to me, so far I've got Alice and, sorry, I've said your name wrong again. Is that Alice or Elise? I think it's Elise. I'm so sorry. You actually told me how to say your name and then I made a big deal about saying I'm going to remember it and then I didn't remember it. That's really rude of me. And Natasha. But there's 2 more people that I didn't call, that I called out and that haven't gotten back to me. So please do. Yeah. So anyway, so I've got, I've obviously done the blue and then I've got to do the purple. And then I think that'll probably take it to about the underarms where I'm ready to split. And then the pink, I'm not sure because obviously it's going to be at the underarms and I don't really want to have bubbles under my arms. That's going to be really annoying. So I'm thinking I'll just do them across the chest and across the back. But we'll see. So this, I love it. I love these bubbles. I love how they look. I love how they stand out. It's a little bit of texture. And then the rest of it is just going to be this the whole way down. It's just going to be super easy and super fun and super quick. So, quick for a fingering weight. So that is that. Oh, I've got so much in here. Why do I have so much? Astrid. You weirdo. Yeah, so I've got all of that. So that's what these are to be kept for. Oh, where am I going to put you? I have got another plan for another top in Anna's yarn. This is why I seriously need to stop buying yarn, because I've got plans for everything. Mostly. Okay. So I've got plans for these ones. These are the Rainbow Bright Inspired Collection. I've taken 5 grams out of all of these for the stash, the mini advent thingy, so that's why they all look sad. This is Buddy and Champ. This is Patty Loves Lucy, Canary Spark, and Baby Bright. So I have dreams of a colourwork top where they move into each other's colour, and I really, 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 really want to make it. As you can tell, I love pinks and I love rainbows. I think that's kind of where I'm at right now. Until you get to Louie and Lola yarn, and then you'll see I changed my mind. So I really love these colours. I've also got, what else do I have in here? I've got one more thing. Where did I put you? Here? No, that's Saltwater. That's Saltwater. Where did I put you? I don't know. Here we go. Ginny's Dance. So this is what the Ginny's Dance looks like on the DK base. It has every now and again little subtle specks of blue, which I feel like you can see so much clearer on the silk base. So this is 75% superwash merino, 25% mulberry silk. This is actually how Anna and I first met. So I saw it on her website and was like, oh my goodness, that is incredible. I must have this. And she was like, yep, sure, come over. And I came over and then bought some other stuff, including those sock sets. Well, they're down here now because I'm thinking about keeping them. So I reached out to her and was like, hey, I really, really, really love your stuff. And then she gave me this. And this was a gift, I remember. And I was just so blown away that someone would give me like a silk skein. So this is the Ginny's Dance. And then I decided I wanted to turn it into a big top. And this is the DK weight one. I love it. One of my goals is to finish writing it. I can't write it I can't snip all the ends till I've written it up. So it stops me wearing it. Although I've actually worn it a few times. But yes, that's what another holiday job to do. As well as getting hair out of my eye. Excuse me. Ugh. All right, so that is all of the Stitchcraft and Wizardry yarn. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put these away. I've got more down here because that was where I was up to before the computer died. And then I will sit down and I'll show you more yarn, more ideas. I also realized I didn't show you this one. So this is another Stitchcraft and Wizardry skein. So, cat hair, that's lovely. This is the Stitchcraft and Wizardry, let me show you from the start, advent skein, or advent shawl that I designed and that she dyed from last year. So we've got the garter. I just love that arrow point. It just makes me so easy to do. It's just a centered decrease and little yarn overs at the edge just to keep the stitch count done. So much fun. So this is, she didn't name them, which I think is a shame because some of them are incredible. So we've got day 2. Day 4 is that broken rib. Day 6 is long lacy lines. Day 8 is like a stripy textural thing. It's interesting because if you look at it like from the side, it stripes diagonally. And if you look at it as it turns out, it almost stripes horizontally. I just find it so fun. Then you have more lace. Then you have the center point. This one here is a slightly tricky stitch to master. It's like an open star stitch, but you have to essentially bind off. So you yarn over, knit 3, and then use the one just after the yarn over to go over. And so it just makes this really fun texture. I love it. More lace. I really love these little lacy triangles. And then solid triangles. This is where I'm up to. No, I'm not quite up to. I finished. This is, okay, let me keep going. This is the Birch Lace, which I fell in love with. Absolutely fell in love with the Birch Lace. I love it. This is the chevrons, which you can't really see. Or you kind of can there. So chevrons. And then large lacy hearts. That was one of Anna's favourite ones. And then this one here is another chevron, another triangle, diamond, that's the word I'm looking for. Another texturally diamond thing, but it didn't really come out enough, just the type of yarn, but that's okay. So this is the Advent. This is the one that I'm actually knitting up again in Chloe of Wool and Works yarn. And yeah, I love it. So this is the original. So I'm calling this Wattle Wizardry, because it was done between Anna of Stitchcraft and Wizardry and me. And the next one is Wattle Works, because it's Chloe from Wool and Works and me. So this one here, it's so big. I think I've said this before. It's so big. So I literally find where the middle point is, which is where the 2 textures meet, because there's garter between everything except in the middle, just so it would end with the garter. So I grab it in the middle, roughly, and then I just put it around myself. La 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 la. And I love it. You can't look bad wearing a rainbow. You can't be sad wearing a rainbow because it's a rainbow, it's happy. I have not woven at any of my ends and I wear this all the time, so I just look a little bit extra texturally. But I love it because anything you wear, there'll be some colour that picks up on, like, you know, this is picking up on the green and the yellows, and like there'll just be something, all the colours in here just flow perfectly together. Love. Speechless, and I love it so much. So this was the extra skein, or the main skein, that came out with it. And this, if I can like squish down, I wanted to make it into a beanie, so I caked it up and then forgot. So I'm going to keep it and turn it into a beanie at some point in my life. Alright, it's like 40 degrees, so I'm going to take this off. No, it's not. It's like 25, but still, it feels like 40. Anna is also the person... No, we're good. Anna is also the person who I bought this from. So this is the Wool to Make with Beauty and Grace, which is a shawl that I designed last year. No, this year. This year. I'm obsessed with it. I've already sent off its counterpart skeins to Hannah. But I forgot to write up the pattern, so I'm an idiot. So I need to do that. I'm not an idiot. I'm just not always thinking. It's basically birch lace in a triangle shawl. And then I was in a really low headspace place and I just needed something easy. And then right at the end, it gets a little bit more decorative, but it's probably like 13 rows. It's not that much at all. And I just think it really stands out and it makes me feel so glamorous. This is Merino Possum. And it's just beautiful. So this is Anna is the person who I bought this from. I really need to write this up. It's in another pile of things to do. Okay, the next pile of things to show you. I have got these ones here are really, really, really special to me. These are what I bought when I first discovered handcrafted yarn. Can't really say hand dyed. They are hand dyed, but they are hand spun as well. They're in a rustic Australian. I think they're just wool, like whatever. They're slightly itchy, so I would need to condition them or something. I don't even know what I would need to do, but I need to do something. But these are, yeah, I got them when I first realized that there was more out there than Spotlight. And these are just, they're so precious to me. They're from a yarn store called Bilby Yarns in Bilby Yarns, which is a Australian animal. it's a spinning store, and so they actually sell a lot more spinning things like fleeces, like spinning wheels, and then they also have hand spun yarn. So I collected these and I love them. I obviously have never knit with them. It's been 5 years now, and no, they're fine. I thought it was looking a bit rough, but it's actually alright. It's just been kinked in that way for a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I have a feeling that I will one day knit with these. I just don't know what or when. I think like a giant blanket. That's what I'm thinking. But again, held double because it's fingering. But they're amazing. They're so incredible. And it just, yeah, first ever time not buying it at Spotlight. And I remember how significant that feeling was. So these are Australian yarn, but I couldn't tell you anything else because they couldn't tell me anything else. All right, then I've got Louie and Lola, who I feel like I've only really discovered this year, and yet I've bought so much from her. Also have this one, which is the thread and maple bag, which I bought from her as well. So I'm waiting for their big straps to come in so I can buy one of those. Yeah, so I have so much of her yarn and I love it all. I just don't know if I'm going to knit with it all. And again, this is my conundrum. I'm not really helping myself. Again, my eyes or my want for yarn is bigger than my knitting ability. So, this is the mohair silk lace in the natural, 72% kid mohair, 28% mulberry silk, 420 meters in 50 grams. This is the Barrington merino silk lace on the silver birch colorway. These two are 80% extra fine merino, 20% silk, 600 meters, 656 yards in 100 grams. So these are definitely staying. They are going, I think I got them together. I don't even remember. I have to go back and watch over stuff, but they're definitely staying. I'm going to get rid of this pillow. It's not helping anything. Okay, I've got so much here. These are from the stone and crystal colorway. So these are merino nylon DK, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 243 meters or 266 yards and 100 grams. The mineral stone agate kidney gerbera. I don't think I will get around to knitting with these, so they're going to be gifted. Same. I love these. These are the blue labradorite spectralite stone, again in that crystalline stone. I love it. I love like that pop of green there and there. Love it. I just don't think I'm going to get around to knitting with them, which makes my heart really sad. So those are going to be, might put them up for destash as well as gifting, whatever. Again, Maddie from Mad About You. I feel like these are yours. Let me know if you want them. These are the natural pink agate. And I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get to knit with them, which makes me really sad. When I say I'm not going to get to knit with them, what I mean is everything else is higher on the priority list than these ones. But these are on the priority list. They're just lower. I don't know. Might hold on to them for a little bit. I have got a whole pile. Let me just grab all the Louie and Lola ones because there's a whole pile of them that I adore. Is that it? No, there's more. Is that it? I think so. There might be more. It'll come up. So, these two are the, this is Nessie and this is Eucalyptus. Okay. Let's go one at a time. This is Nessie on merino silk yak fingering, 60% superwash merino, 20% silk, 20% yak, 366 meters, 400 yards in 100 grams. And I'm keeping this 100%. Love that. Also love this one. So you can see there's a slight variation in the greens. This one has almost like some brown in it, a little bit. And then this one is Eucalyptus. This one is on the BFL nylon fingering, 80% superwash blueface Leicester, 20% nylon, 365 meters, 400 yarns in 100 grams. Keeping this one. Oh yeah. And then I've got these ones. And I remember buying them thinking, I didn't buy all of them at the same time, but I remember buying them and going, yeah, they're going to be perfect together. And now I just don't know what I was thinking to put them together in. Like, I agree with myself that they'll be great together. I don't know what I was thinking, though, to put them together in. So this is BFL DK in Damask. This is BFL DK in Summer Days. This is BFL DK in Mint. They are all 100 grams or 225 meters. This is Merino Silk Yak Fingering in Steel. And this is Merino Silk Yak Fingering in Peach Light. So I think I was thinking these three together and then these two. But then I've got Merino Silk Yak Fingering. I've also got that one. Well, that's fun. That could be really fun together as well. See what I mean? This is just what I do. And I just put random pairings all together all the time and then get confused on what I want. So definitely keeping these ones, I think, because they're stunning. Love them. Not that everything else isn't stunning. I feel like I've got to constantly couch what I'm saying, but I hope you know what I mean. My stash to life acquisition numerical number is just too much, unfortunately. Okay. We then go to Saltwater Yarns. So Saltwater Yarns is Beck, who is Handmade by Beck on Instagram. And she is in Albany and she is exclusive to Elsie Grays. And I have picked up some of her stuff from when I went down there in Albany because it was amazing and I had to. Let me just try and sort this out. That was all Elsie's. Okay, so once upon a time I went to a yarn store in Perth and I found Saltwater Yarns. And this is Salty Cashmerino, 80% merino, 20% cashmere, 100 grams, 400 meters, Sailor's Delight. I've also taken off 5 grams of this one. I don't know why. And this was going to become Morning Joy, I think, by Isabel Kramer. The really nice tanky, toppy looking thing. Obviously, it never became that, but I adore it. I love this. I can't wait to knit with it. I just haven't yet. So I am obsessed. Let me move everything else over. Then I kept looking for Saltwater Yarns and I couldn't find her until I realized that she was exclusive to Elsie Grays. So when I found out I was going down to Albany, I was really excited. I walked in and I saw these and immediately they went in my basket because I needed them in my life and they are so happy. This one seems to have less green in it unless it's kind of just hidden somewhere else. But like, here we go. This one, you can see a lot more of that green colour. I don't know why. Something about that green just pops out to me. It makes me happy. So these are called Wildflower. Salty Sock, 4-ply, 80% superwash fine, Australian merino, 20% nylon, 100 grams, 400 meters. Again, I'm thinking some sort of top. I just think that'll be really fun, and I want to see what the stripe would look like. I then got this one, which is Rainbow Coast. So they are Salty Sock, 4-ply mini skein braid, 80% superwash fine Australian merino, 20% nylon, 200 grams total, 800 meters approximate total. So these are little minis. And I have a project for my minis, but I don't know if I want to go into this one for my minis or not. So I'm going to leave that one for now, but I love them. I think they're so fun. I also got from her these ones, and they are the 8-ply, so they're more of a DK weight. 100% superwash fine Australian merino in the cowrie. So again, I talked before about how I love this colour, the cowrie shell. I feel like this would just make a perfect cowl or scarf or something. Something about it just sings to me, and I love this. So yes, I love that. These are the Saltwater Yarns. Then when I was in Albany, I also got some of the hand-dyed Elsie Grays collection. And these were the 3. So this one here is Ballerina. This one is limestone, and this is mint. They are all superwash, 100% Australian Merino wool 4-ply, 100 grams or 366 meters. And I wanted to do a shawl, a 3-color shawl with these. I love them. They make me very, very, very happy. So these are like my Albany dyers, I guess. And then I've also got Ash and Eve designs. So Ash and Eve, if you haven't seen what she is doing, you need to have a look on her Instagram at the Old Fashioned Sweet Shop advent that I stupidly did not get. Oh, I'm kicking myself. It is incredible. Kathy from Whatnot designed a incredible stole. I don't even know what it is, but it's like a big long colorworky thing. And it's lace, and it's perfect for this yarn. And so, yeah, it's just incredibly beautiful. So I found Ash and Eve designs somehow through Instagram, I think. And then she said that she was having a sale, and I can't resist a sale. So I had a look on Etsy, and then I found her on Etsy, and then I bought some stuff. So I got this one. This is Fungi Fascination. It is Australian sock fingering sport 4-ply, 80% superwash Australian Merino and 20% nylon. It is 334 meters per 100 grams. And I love it. It's just so much fun. Then I also bought these ones, and this is going to be my Christmas Day cast on. So I need to hurry up and finish up the scarf so I can show it up on Christmas Day and then cast on this. This is going to be a shawl. It's going to be a 1-skein shawl with 5 minis. So these minis are Hummingbird Hover. Hummingbird Hover, Wildflowers, Foxglove, Fungi Fascination, Pixie Dust. And I figured this would go perfectly with that. This one here is Bluebell Dell, the same base as the Fungi Fascination. I was going to do this, but I figured these two are too much the same and it wouldn't necessarily combine with everything. Whereas just a nice base, I thought would be really beautiful. So this is going to be a simple 1-skein plus minis shawl. Yeah, I can't wait. I think these are 20-gram minis. I really should have written that down, but they look like it. So I think that's going to be, yeah, like 2-skein pattern, I guess. And so yeah, Christmas Day cast on. So I don't want to put it away. I want to keep it out here so I can use it. Oopsies. Okay, let me put this stuff away and then I'll get out the next stuff. Okay, so I'm still recording. I'm just double checking everything. The next, I love that like these two top ones are Australian dyers, and then so is now that box. So the next pile is from Wool and Works, who is beautiful and amazing, and I love Chloe. Also, you should check out all of her reels on Instagram. They're so funny. I really kind of want to do reels, but I'm scared of them. So I don't know why, because I'm putting myself on the internet literally every day. But I don't know, something about reels kind of freaked me out. But she just does them so funny and she does them so well. So definitely check her out, and she makes me inspired to try. Her and Knitted by the Sun, they both have amazing reels. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do, what I'm going to use together to make some sort of top. This one here is lace, 72% mohair, 28% silk, 50 grams, 420 meters, 2-ply in eucalyptus. And this is the slub yarn, fingering weight, 90% superwash merino, 10% nylon, 400 meters, 100 gram, 4-ply in eucalyptus. So these two are pretty much made for each other, in my opinion. And I will be making a top out of these at some point in my life. I say at some point in my life because I've realized that I've got so many other ambitious things that I want to do that I'm probably never going to get around to it, but we're never going to get around to it before Europe is, I think, what I'm trying to say. I also have this amazing skein, which is called Gum Blossom. It's the lace again, and I adore it. It is so bright and so happy. And then I have these 4, which I recently got. So this is Boo, Randall, that colour change, the old version of Sully, and the new version of Sully. So these are all Monsters Inc. colours. And I really, really, really want to make a 4-colour shawl or a 4-skein shawl. But I'm wondering if maybe I chuck in a little bit of Mourinho as well, mohair as well, and just kind of add. I think I need to swatch with it and see how it's going to change, because I don't know how it'll impact these ones. But I really at least love the idea of it, and I think that'll be really fun. So this is, I like that if I hold it at different places in the Randall, you can see different, it like fixes itself with different things. It's so much fun. So this is another soon to be cast on project. I obviously have many, many, many whips. So this is a soon to be cast on project, and I can't wait. This is all Chloe of Wool and Works, who I'm currently using for the advents to be able to knit my other Wattle Works shawl, really big one. I then have Down Under Dyer, who is Mel, who is becoming a really good friend of mine, and I'm so grateful for her. Where is the other? Here we go. So she had a sale and I had money, which is a rare occurrence for me. So I decided to go shopping and I got these ones. I've already shown you before. This is Nymeria, which is 360 meters, 100 grams, 4-ply fingering, 80% superwash wool, 20% nylon on the twisty sock base. Just those colors. That purple and green, something about it gets to me, just makes me happy. And then I have this deep olive color, which is deep olive, actually is what it's called. That's amazing. On the 80% Australian superwash, 20% nylon. And then this is the same base. And this one here is saffy, like saffron. And I'm thinking, I love these two so much. And I really, 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 really love them. I'm going to put together, I've decided to do, I need to talk about that afterwards. At some point, I have to remember to talk about my other plans. I've been talking about doing an accomplish along, partly because I'm planning on not buying any more yarn. I will, let's be honest. But I'm planning on not buying any more yarn for 2022. And so I want to do an accomplish along where I try and accomplish as much as I can and knit with stash. And I thought of doing like a bingo. So I'm going to, at the end I'll talk about it properly, but I'm going to do basically bingo for a year-long knit along, accomplish along thing, and then a monthly one as well, but they'll be easy. I've literally written them to be easy. And I'll talk more about that at the end, like I keep saying. But I've decided, after watching everyone join in Stephen West's mystery knit-alongs for a couple of years and getting extreme FOMO, I've decided I'm going to join in. And these are going to be 2 of the colours that I do. So I need to be able to find in my stash other colours, maybe that. Other colours that are going to join in with these and be elegant and beautiful. I love these so much. So this is definitely what I'm going to be doing. I've decided that I'm going to build the MCAL around these 2. Because I have to. I have to join in. I'm missing out and I have to use these. They're so stunning. Okay, next is Tiny Toadstool Cottage. So for a while, Jane of Tiny Toadstool Cottage was doing her books subscription, and it was either banned books or fairy tales, or maybe both. I think she did both. And I have got a collection of her stuff. So this is a jumper that I started knitting in her yarn, and it's called Maya's Sweater, which is named after my grandmother. I love this lace. It got to a point where I was like, my brain just wasn't working with me and I needed to stop for a little bit. It's got that garter ridge rose. The way I was thinking of this, my grandmother and I have a very interesting relationship. Very interesting. and sometimes difficult. But she shows her love generally through food, which is why I wanted it to be like her heart at the front and also at the back. But then she also has like strong armor. Like this woman is intense. And so I kind of wanted to be like armored sleeves, I guess, and armored sides. So it's like she's ready. She's also Latvian, so Viking descent. I've joked before that if she doesn't like you, she'll come and get her boat and take over your country. She is a very forceful, strong, assertive woman. And so am I. And so you can see that these things clash, but I owe a lot of my identity to her. And so I really wanted to honor her and make her a jumper. So this has actually been on the hold for a while. I need to get back onto this. But this is the base. And this is from Tiny Toadstool Cottage. This is the Beautiful Little Fool, which was based on, if I'm right, the Great Gatsby. I'm pretty sure. And I just saw these and I thought of her, and so I asked for a whole lot more. I also have, it's actually quite warm for me to be putting on things all the time. Oh, that feels better. Sorry if you hate neck cracking. I do it all the time. I also have these two. I remember when I bought them, she showed two of them and I thought I was buying two. I don't know why. I just did not read the instructions properly. But there's one of each and I love them. So this is Sapphire and this is Spring Grass. They are both... No, they are not. This is Nixie Fingering, 100 grams and 360 meters. 100% fine micron wool. And this is Nymph Fingering, 100 grams, 420 meters, 80% fine merino wool, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. They're both like a DK base. And they look really interesting. So I really wanted to pair these together and do something with them together. I was thinking of something where they actually are literally, they have to mix in together. So I love these. Then I have one by Yarns by the Bay. This is called Cat's Eyes. I adore this. I absolutely love it. Those greens and just, it's amazing. But I also recognize I'm not going to knit with it in time in my self-imposed unrealistic deadline. And I'm really sad about this because I love this. And it also, Yarns by the Bay generally doesn't do repeated colorways. She only does like one-offs. So what you see is what you get and then it's gone. Which makes me really angry that I'm not going to keep this, but I have been staring at it for a while and don't know what to make with it, and it's too beautiful for me to just let it sit there and not use. So this is now going to be given to someone, and I'm very sad about it. Then I have Circus Tonic Handmade, and these are the ones that came recently, and I showed you them before. These are the two Tweed, the Shindig Donegal Tweed Fingering, 85% merino, 15% Donegal net, 437 yards or 400 meters in 100 grams, and the colorway Moss Agate. And I love them. And this is the fledgling duo, 100% superwash merino, 400 yards, 366 meters in 100 grams, plus 72% kid mohair, 28% silk, 460 yards, 420 meters in 50 grams in the colorway Ceres. So love them. Love that green. So these are the colors that these are the ones I'm keeping. All right, let me put these ones away and get the next ones. I think these are all the Australian dyes that I've got. So these are all completely, oh, hang on. One more thing. My ones. So these are the avocado dyed. And I dyed them with avocados that I ate and kept myself and then dyed it myself. Some of it, you can see that it didn't quite come through enough. There's like little bits of white in there, but I just love it. Something about it makes me really, really, really happy. This one was left in a little bit longer than this one, but it didn't seem to make too much difference in the grand scheme of things. And I started swatching, and I think I love the house lace and the broken rib garter thing. So I really, 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 really want to do something with these. I'm going to have to get more mohair, although I do have the Louie and Lola one, which I might use with that, maybe. But yeah, so that, I think it's so fun. The mohair that this is the wrong side. This is the right side. There you go. That's even better. Sorry. So I love that swatch, and I'm keeping it with these because I just adore these. And I love how the Mourinho, it's actually like a polyamide. I got it in Latvia. It is very, very acrylic-y and very synthetic-y, and so it doesn't feel very nice, which is the reason I wouldn't want to do a big project in it, but I like the swatch of it. So I really want to do something with this. I just don't know yet what. I do know what. I don't know with what. Double with these. So these are all my Australian Dyers. Time to show you more, but they're not Australian, and I think some of these I'll be getting rid of. Again, so much yarn! So, quite a bit in here. Some of these are really, really, really special to me, and some of them are like, eh. So, these ones, I say so all the time. I'm so sorry. I catch myself doing it, but after I've done it, you know. Hello, Fiberbound, day 15. Yes, watching that next. This is yarn. It's a Knit Crate 1 by Knit Crate. It's in the trunk. This is the colorway Shiraz in the City. It is 82% merino wool, 18% Peruvian Pima cotton, super bulky, 109 yards, over 100 grams. And I really like it. I have no idea what the heck I would make with it, but something about it, just the super chunk. But I'm thinking I haven't picked it up in over a year. I haven't even looked at it in over a year. I might share this one on. I have got... Okay, let's talk about some of the most precious ones, and then I'll talk about other things. Okay, so this is the Jacob British Wool. I do like rustic yarns. I don't love them next to my skin, but I do like them. This is the Jacob British Wool that Anna gave me. She was like, hey, do you like this? I know you like rustic yarns. And I was like, yeah, I do. She's like, okay, have it. Just, thank you. Take it out of my shop. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I really, really, really like this one. I also, when I was in Latvia, I went to Hobby Wool. Shout out to Hobby Wool. I also realized that Hobby Wool is the same shop or people who wrote Knit Like a Latvian, which is a book that I bought. So I love that. I might have to sit down with you guys and go through my knitting books as well. So these two are really random. This is Cash Tweed, 20% cashmere, 80% virgin tweed. Or actually it says virgin tweed, which I love. And 20% polyamide. It is 100 grams, 225 meters, and I got it for €5.90 euros. Like €5.90. This one, oh, they smell so good. This one here is 80% merino, so my apologies, 88% merino, 12% polyamide, 100 grams, 150 meters, and I got it for €4.90 euros. And then this one was Latvian spun alpaca, I believe, or llama. I don't remember. Hang on, it says it. Alpaca. So these alpacas, I was going to say llamas again. It is 100% Latvian alpaca. These alpacas are raised on Latvia, and then are sent off to, I think it was Lithuania, to be spun because they don't have proper spinning facilities in Latvia, and then brought back to Latvia to sell. So I got it for 16.80 euros, 0.80. Sorry, my mum's going to kill me. She's always big on how I pronounce decimal points. And I just remember it since I was a little kid. And so like now I have to be like specific. So I really want to do a 3-way color thing with these. I know that there's a lot more of this than there is of this. I don't actually have a meterage. It's 240 grams, but they couldn't tell me roughly what the meterage would be. And so I'm thinking something that would kind of use all three of these. I think that would really look beautiful. And then I was wondering if I wanted to put this in or not. Thinking not. I might just leave these ones together. So these are really, really, really special to me, especially the Latvian ones, because they're what I got when I was in Latvia. I'll put them down here. I won't forget that they're there. These ones are also really important to me. My incredible friend Hannah got these for me. They are a Norwegian wool. So forgive me for my horrific pronunciation. This is Ask Norsk Ulgan. And you know what? I'll hold it up and then I'll read it from another one because I've got 3. So Ask Norsk Ulgan. It is 100% Norsk Ull, so I'm guessing 100% Norse wool. The recommended needle size is 3 to 3.5. It is in the colorway Ask Mellet Gra. I don't know how to pronounce the A with a circle on top. But I'm guessing that means like grey, because they are grey. And it was something about, I remember the story, she got them from like a really significant place. I'll have to go back and find it again. So I've got 3 of these and I love them. And I have dreams of a cabled vest in these with a loose billowy white shirt or dress underneath it. Which I wanted to hand sew. Like, not hand sew, but like sew it myself. So I have big dreams for this. Yeah, and they're really, really special to me. They are definitely rustic, which is why I would have to have something underneath it because I don't think I could handle it on my skin. Other thick, chunky yarns. I have Dovestone Natural Yarn from Bar Rambu, which I love. The shade is 2 in the lot Armley. It's 100% British, spun in Yorkshire, a blend of 50% BFL, 25% Wensleydale long wool, and 25% Masham. Don't know what that is. It smells so sheepy. I don't actually love like nude yarns, but something about these bulky ones, I love them. I should have a caked up version of this, but I have no idea where it is. But I don't want to get rid of this because I love it. I have 2 of these ones. They are the Bloom Forget Me Nots by Knit Crate. They are 80% alpaca wool, 10% silk, 10% camel in the DK weight. And then I remember I did a swap and I got this one, which is Vitalana. And it is Vitalana Ascendance in the colorway Broken Stones, 100% fine Peruvian Highland wool in a sport weight. So these have got 231 yards or 211 meters over 100 grams. And this is 328 yards or 300 meters over 100 grams. But I feel like they would go together so nicely. So again, something about them. They're all chainette, like a chainette ply. If you can see, they're like, yeah, the chainette put together. I love them. So I'm going to do something with these 3 together. I think that's my goal, my plans. Okay, and then I've got so much Mulberry. I don't think I'm going to keep it. I've got these Rasta 177 Blueberry Cream. And they're gorgeous. But no, I'm just never going to get them. I have these 2, which is the Rosalinda, which knit up are like a beautiful pastel rainbow. And they are stunning. But again, I'm not going to use them. They're a worsted weight. These ones, that was a super bulky. But yeah, they're going to go. I should have 2 of these. Yep. These are the worsted in 723 Indonesia. I love these. I absolutely adore these colors. But I've had them for a while and I haven't knit with them. So I'm going to keep them for a little bit longer and see if I do anything with them. But probably the next time I destash, they will be up for grabs as well. I have a couple of these ones. Oh, that's a... Did I take 5 grams off the other one as well? No. All right, so 5 grams have been taken off this one. This is Malabrigo 716 Lava in Makita, which is a 100% Merino superwash fingering weight. And then I've got 2 of these ones. This one I've taken 5 grams off. This one I haven't. In the Granada 668 colorway. Again, I originally wanted these 3 together. And I've actually got a swatch. Do I have it still? I have a swatch here of what I want them to be. So I want it to be like a cowl like this. But I don't know if it's going to work because of the colour. But I really want to give it a go. So I'm going to keep these and see if I'm going to give them a go. I thought I was actually destashing more of the Mulberry, but apparently I'm not. Okay, I've got these 2 Martin's Lab. I'm destashing them. I love them, but not enough. I've got 5 of these, which I can't wait to play with. Where's the other one gone? What's the other colour that I'm missing? Another white, I think. She'll turn up. So much yarn. We're sitting on it. I don't know. It'll be somewhere. So these are by Woolfolk Yarn. They are the Far, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Far. F-A with a circle on it. R. 142 yards, 130 meters, over 50 grams. And I have visions of a beautiful colourwork shawl between these ones. And I can't wait. Oh, maybe it's another yellow. One of it's missing. But yeah, I have visions of it and I can't wait. I just haven't yet decided what to do with it, but I love them. I have Quince & Co. in the chickadee color, chickadee base, 100% American wool. Frost 103, lot 106, sport weight, 181 yards or 166 meters for 50 grams. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I also have, that was the harvest, that's the harvest. Got another, here it is. Another chickadee in the colorway 9. Again, 326 yards, 331 meters in 100 grams. So I have like a idea for these ones, but I just don't yet know. Probably next destash if I haven't thought of something or if I haven't played around with them yet. I have these 2, which are harvest yarn. So harvest worsted, and they feel incredible. So this is 100% extra fine superwash merino in a worsted weight, 220 yards, 200 meters, over 100 grams. And I have these 2. Do I also have a white of this, or am I dreaming of something else? No, I must be dreaming. But yeah, I love these. Oh, maybe that's what... I don't know. That looks fun though. That looks really fun. Anyway, I love these. Keeping those. They're all falling. This is Garn Sur. Again, given to me by Hannah. It's the Boston Kid Silk in the colorway Frost 13. And I love it. It is 69% silk, 22% mohair, 9% polyamide, 350 meters over 100 grams. I have some baby alpaca still from when I did my Arsiclis top. It's just lasting forever, that one. I have another hand-dyed skein from Hannah. I think I put that back terribly. That's definitely not a Hannah thing. That would be a me thing. But that is beautiful hand-dyed from Hannah. And I will be using this. I have an idea for it, I think. I think I do. I did. I don't know. My brain's like a sieve at the moment. I could have an idea. I could not. When I bought... when I bought the Australian spun wool, I also saw these ones, and these are Louisa Harding skeins. So I've got Graceful Color 20. These both are Graceful Multi in color 24. And these are the Graceful in color 33. So I really love them. They are, what are they made of? Does it tell me? 50% merino, 50% silk. Same. So I've got two of these, and one of this. And I do think I want to do like some sort of something with them. But they're like that special yarn that I haven't yet decided what to knit with. They're also definitely, I think now that I know more about yarn, they're less impressive. But when I first got them, they were the most impressive, the most highly anticipated, the most everything to me skeins. And I just couldn't believe that I had something this nice. And so they became, you know, that precious wool that you leave up there and you can't touch and like you just admire. That's what these became for me. So I haven't used them yet, although they are, like I said, they are losing their absolute significance and more becoming like, yeah, I'd use them. But just not, I haven't used them yet. I have Manos del Uruguay. I don't even know how I pronounce things anymore. 60% baby alpaca, 40% Pima cotton. I adore it. I actually knit little mittens with these. So lovely, but I'm not going to use it again. It's just not big enough for what I need. So that's going to be gifted. I have yarn bath from somewhere. These ones, I have also got the skein. One of the skeins of the grey is wound up, but I don't know where I've put it. Well done, Astrid. You're on it today. So these are ochre yarn. They are 50% Australian merino wool, 40% Tibetan yak, 10% silk, approximately 400 metre skeins over 100 grams. This is the colour 057 and this is 054. I desperately want to do these ones together. I love them. I also really want to knit with the yak. Like that just feels like such a luxury fibre. This is going to be a 3 skein, probably mosaic shawl. Then we also have these two. I actually got these from the early days of Knit Crate where they were doing other people dyeing instead of just Knit Crate dyeing. I skipped to Knit Crate for a long time. And then I saw, I think it was November's, and I was like, well, they're really pretty. Let's get those. Totally forgot to unsubscribe or cancel or whatever it is. And then managed to buy December's one, which I wasn't that fan of. So I'm a bit annoyed, but that's all right. I'll have to cancel it again before January, or see what January's one is and then cancel it again. These are Croc-O-Dye, which is a Knit Crate. They were in a Knit Crate. That's all I can say. This is the colorway. Does it say? 1345 is the mustard, and 1224 is the red. But they are so much fun together, and I love them. So I've never known what to do with them, but I just love them too much to actually move them apart. I can't bear the thought of not having them in my stash. They're just like foundational members, I guess, by now. Then I have these ones. This is Flying Goat Farm in Zephyret. There we go. It is 70% alpaca, 20% silk, 10% cashmere. The colorway is willow green. It is 430 yarns in 2 skeins. Yards. I keep saying yarns. 430 yards, so 400 meters. It feels incredible and I love it, but I'm not going to knit with it. And I have to recognize that because it's been in my stash for a long time. So I'm going to pass this along as well. Really nice stuff. I'm moving on. Okay. I have these 2, which are Bendigo Woolen Mills in the Tweed Luxury Fibers one. These 2 are going to be the colours that I get for Alec when I make him a cardigan. I'm holding off on that at the moment because I want to have his input. So we'll talk about that later. Just drop them everywhere. I've got, oh, there's the other ochre one. See, I knew I had it caked up back when my cake worked. I've got a whole lot of Once Upon a Corgi. If you've been watching for a long time, this is when I pressed buy before realizing it was in American dollars, and I'm in Australia. So there was a rather uncomfortable conversion rate. But that's okay. So I've got these ones. I have 4 of these ones. They are Hello Witchling in the Murray Cutie, 75% superwash Corriedale, 25% nylon, 100 grams, 443 yards, so 400 meters. And I love them. I love them. So this is Once Upon a Corgi, who is now Plies and Hellhounds. She designed the advent for the Sarah J. Maas Throne of Glass advent that I'm currently knitting up into a side cardigan. So I've done a bit more work. Yay! Not very much. And actually I'll keep that there because I'm going to talk about that in a sec. So I had a couple of ideas. I really wanted to do a ribbed jumper, like fisherman's rib style. And so I bought two skeins of mohair. Stop it. Here we go. Bought 2 skeins of mohair. This is called Heap Herd in fig lace, 70% kid mohair, 30% silk in lace weight, 50 grams, 460 yards. I skeined up one of the balls and have this much left over of the lace. Obviously, I miscalculated because I'm not going to get enough. And I love this color. I love how the red mutes out some of the gray. But now that I know I'm not going to have enough, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should just make it like a crop jumper or even a crop cardigan. I think that might be the way to go. The other pre-selected idea that I had, I wound them up separately. This is the mohair called Deep Sea Naiad, again on the fig lace base, and it is beautiful. It is so stunning. And then this is Hello Princeling. This is on a Aran weight, 100% superwash BFL in Cecil is her base, 100 grams, 181 yards. So again, not enough to really do enough. So again, I don't know what to do, but I love them and I really, really, really want these to be together. So again, do I do like a cropped cardi? Something? That's what I'm thinking. But they're fun. They're so fun. Those colours are so fun. Oh no, I've got another one. Still not enough to actually do like a jumper, but I've got more now. It's exciting. I have got, these 2 are Fireheart on the Marine Cutie base, 75% superwash Corriedale, 25% nylon, 100 grams, 443 yards, and just look at the colours. This is perfection. I love it. I have an idea. Okay, so this is the other skein from her. This is I Will Not Be Afraid on the penny base of 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. 100 grams, 383 yards. Yeah. This is the side cardigan. This is the sleeves that I'm going to do. I found these ones. These are the bottom of the sleeves. So I'm going to do them as cuffs, the end of this. But I've been scared the whole time that I won't have enough or to do a collar or anything. What if I did this instead of this? That would be more fun. I could do that as sleeves and a collar. That would go with these better. I'm doing it. This is amazing. So now I've got my sleeves done. Coffee out of the way. There we go. Sleeves and collars. And I can always use the grey for something at some point. Even as a collar around the neck or bottom or something. But I think I like that, and it brightens it up better as well. The reason I'm doing the Fireheart ones is because they are actually the nickname that is given to the main character in the Throne of Glass series, which is what these ones are designed for. So I think that actually works really well. I'm very happy that I'm showing you these because I get good ideas. Woo! And throw balls around. Good Lord. Okay, let's put these back. No! Don't fall down the crack. There we go. I was going to say long day. It's not, but it could be. Yes. Okay, and then I've also got these little recycled silk sari yarns, which I wanted to do as headbands. And I haven't cast on them yet, but that's okay. They'll last forever. These ones. All right. I have a little bit more to show you. Not too much though. I will get ready and I'll show you the last little bit. Okay, this is awkward. My cat is sitting in my spot and he's purring and so happy, so I don't want to move him. I found the other Dovestone one that I knew I'd caked it up, so I'm excited to use this. Don't know in what, but I'll do it. And then I've got so much of this. This is Neighborhood Fiber Company in the colorway Brick, Superwash Merino DK. I used it for my Descent cardigan, which is actually just now an oversized jumper that I'm too scared to steek because I realize it's superwash. But I don't know if I'm ever going to use this again. So but the thing is I also don't know if I could give it away. As in like if anyone would like, because it's badly presented, let's be honest, if anyone would like it. So let me know if you would, because I'm not going to use it, but I also feel awkward about giving it in this current condition. So let me know. I'll put them in the giveaway section, but we'll see. Okay. The reason I'm not going to sit down properly is because I'm going to show you this one, and there's not very much in it, so I can actually stand up and show you. All right. I have at the back Knit Picks Stroll Tweed. This is, I'm just going to stand up and you can just hear my voice. This is an Oyster Heather. I have 22 balls of this. I was using it knit double to make a beautiful jumper, which I have not yet made, obviously, because I've still got so much of it. But it's like one of those dream makes. It's just out of rice stitch, which hurts my hands. I've got other random, like plain Australian wool in here, which I also got from Bilby Yarns. Ooh, but I haven't knit anything with those yet. These two I got in Paris. It's a famous store, but I can't remember which one. I'm sorry. This is the Fiber Co. It's in the colorway Aster. It is Meadow Rustic Luxury, a textured blend of baby llama, silk, linen, and merino wool. So it has 40% wool, 25% llama, 20% silk, 15% linen, 498 meters or 545 yards, over 100 grams in lace weight. I had an idea for a lace textured scarf. I started it, hated it, ripped it out, never used it again. But I love it so much that I can't get rid of it. It is still very rustic. Like you can pull out bits of linen from it. Oh, that's on you, Bubby. Sorry, my love. So it's got lots of linen in it, but I really like it. So this is like one of my European love yarns, and the color, it's amazing. I have got, I'll put this up there for the moment. I've got the Scratchy Ugly Polyamide that I got from Latvia. There's a whole story about that if you want to go back and listen. I actually talked about this before. These 5 are from someone. They were doing a Harry Potter themed collection, or themed, hang on. Got a little ball band inside it. On the Envy base, and this is the colorway Gryffindor in lace, but I couldn't tell you what the person is, and I'm so sorry. I decided I wanted to knit this in Birds of a Feather by Andrea Mowry or What the Fade, I think. One of the two. But it's lace weight, and I didn't understand at the time, because I was a very new knitter. I didn't understand the different types of gauge. So I kind of cast it on, realised how trash it looked because it was really gapey. Didn't gauge swatch because why would you? And then went, nah, I'm not doing that anymore. So I stopped that, and now I've just got them. But they're all caked up and ready to go when I decide what to do with them. Then I have these 4. Sorry, Bobby, can I sit where your tail is? There we go. Sorry, my love. Okay, he's happy again. These are from Countess Ablaze. She said Countess Ablaze, but that sounds really rude in my Australian accent. So I'm going to say Countess and make it really particular that I'm not meaning it to be a rude word. I'm so sorry if that's how it comes out. So Countess Ablaze, I went there and these are her shop seconds. So this is Surrogate Housekeeper, the colourway, on Blueface Baron fingering, 100% superwash Blueface Leicester, fingering 4-ply, 110 grams over 385 metres. This one, I've also taken up 5 grams of it. Overruled once, it's an oak, so one of a kind. Lady Persephone sock yarn, 75% BFL, 25% nylon fingering weight. My cat is in heaven and molting, but in heaven. He loves a good pat. And then I've got 2 of these. So this is already caked up and this is the other one. This is, again, the seconds H2O, the Blueface Baron lace, 100% superwash Blueface Leicester in lace, 2-ply weight. So I had a dream. Okay, I'm sorry. I had a dream of knitting up in a fade these ones. I know that technically they're different bases, but I didn't really care. So when I bought them, I loved them. And I don't think she's dying anymore, but she's in Manchester, which is where my family lives. And I remember I went there with my uncle and I was so taken aback because I was just trying to get used to the conversion rate. And then these were expensive anyway. And then the British pound system. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. So I found like the cheaper area and just kind of stuck to there. But it said that she is autistic and she prefers a certain way of doing things. So there was like a certain way of putting back yarn. And so my uncle was like going around and just touching everything because, you know, of course, that's what you do. You squish everything. And then he read the sign and it was so beautiful. He was like really careful to go through and just like make sure he was putting back everything the correct way. And he found some that weren't put back the correct way. So he like went out of his way to fix it. Oh, it was so beautiful. So these are really special to me and I've just got a really beautiful memory. Yes, Mac, you want cuddles? These are a really special memory for me. So I would love to do them all 3 together. I don't even know if it's going to work, but I would just love to. Okay, let's put these back. Right, the other things that I have to show are in here. So I have a sock. As you can tell, I don't knit socks, as I've said a billion times before. This is the best it's got. I have all the bits of it. So I've got that's the other skein. That's what's left. Heels, toes and cuffs and all that. And I actually really like, if you can see that beautiful striping, I really like this sock. It's the Hermione's Everyday sock. So it's a really fun garter stitch at the front. I actually knit it way too long and then, did I rip back or did I just decide to keep going? I don't actually remember. So I knit this while watching Little Women in the cinemas with my mum and my sisters. And I love it. One of my goals is to finish this year. This will be an accomplish along and it'll be a major accomplishment. Yes. I also have in here, this is La Brebis by Knit Crate. And this is light alpaca in the colorway Dogwood Berry. So it's 100% baby alpaca, fingering weight 400 yards, 365 meters for 100 grams. I've also got this one, which is, if I can find one with a ball band, there we go. Salt River Mills Simply Suri. So 85% Suri, 15% wool, 75 grams or 250 yards. So I love these two together. I also somewhere, think I've got, you can see my cat's face. He is like, you are not patting me. What are you doing? Fix it or leave. I've also got my baby alpaca in the very soft grey that I did for my sister, the beanie. Thank you for reminding me that I've got that beanie. I need to go find that beanie and give to her for her Christmas. Oh, that could have been awkward. Yeah, so I've got that. So I'm thinking that could be a really good neck one. And then these would be for the first sweater. Or is it in here? Did I put them in here? No, I didn't. That's going to be for the first sweater, which is by Lizzie, who is Hive Knits on Instagram, and she's got a beautiful podcast. Lizzie has just recently said, basically, she's taking a little bit of time. She doesn't know exactly when the sweater will be coming out. There is so much involved in a sweater, in grading, designing, everything. So I am fully supportive of her taking her time to breathe and adjust. But yeah, apparently she's had lots of people messaging her, basically asking when it will be. I absolutely will be casting it on, and I can't wait. But I can't wait. So I'm so excited, but I can definitely wait for her to be okay, because that is the main point. So that's like earmarked for that sweater. The other sweater I really want to do, and I joined the Discord chat, is the rainbow sweater by Yelly Knits, and it takes. I'll put an image. Hopefully I'll remember to put image of the first sweater and the rainbow knits up. So it takes about 100 grams of minis. And I've got a couple of sets here that I would love to do. But I don't know which ones. These are the Circus Tonic handmade ones in the gingerbread set. And they are so fun. I really love them. So what the rainbow one, you've got a colourwork part of the sleeve and colourwork circle, like a rainbow, literally, on your side. Or I could do Down Under Dyer and do the Magnolia Fade set and the Spring Speckle mini set, which is what she did for her Stephen West MCAL this year, Shortography. So I think these ones, I would rather these because that way I've got more room for error in case I need it. And I feel like this set goes together really nicely. Whereas this one, I'm a bit limited with only these, and that scares me. So I might do these ones. The other issue, I don't have enough yarn for the actual body because I don't have often sweater sets of yarn. So I now need to figure out what to combine these with, and I've got like random big buck store that I might even do in a stripe sequence. I think I have, where are you? These are the Big Baby and the Patterns base. It's just a big buck store one, full apply, 100 grams, 420 meters, 60% acrylic, 40% nylon, but I figured they would work. And I could even, if I needed to, hold them double, but I don't think I would because they're fingering weight and that would work fine. But I'm thinking that these are the colours that I would do the rainbow sweater, so that these really jump out and shine. So that's what I'm thinking. What do you reckon, Kat? Yeah? You're just yawning. Okay, that's a less fun attitude to have. Yes, so that is that. And then, do I have anything else to show you? I don't think so. Oh, I do. Someone else commented about these ones before. Okay, so first up, that sun is very Australian. Totally summer, can you tell? All right, this is a hand-dyed skein by Haliki, who is an Estonian who lives out in where I used to live in the country. And this is like a hand-dyed set called Eucalyptus. It is merino superwash silk, 85 merino, 15% nylon, 100 grams, 400 meters, and really beautiful. I do love it, but I just realized I'm not going to knit with it. I haven't in a couple of years. So again, it's going to be gifted. And I've got these two, which are the Kim Dyers yarn. So I'm so sorry that the colorway is probably a bit weird with the sun. Again, so beautiful. This is the colorway Bloom Where You Are Planted in the yarn Sugar Cookie Sock. And this is Butterscotch Pudding in the same yarn base. So they are 92% superwash merino, 8% lurex, they're sparkle, 103 grams, 409 yards, so just under 400 meters, 28 stitches. Oh, hang on, that's just the gauge. And by Kim Dyers Yarn, and I love them. I love them so much, but I'm not going to knit with them. So I did have someone say that they would buy them. If any of these you would like to buy, what I'm actually planning on doing is giving them in the 2022 reset, the gift along. If anyone's keen to like nominate for a crappy year. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be giving those to. Otherwise, I'll probably put them up and destash them and actually sell them. I have a couple of other knit crate stuff as well. And the thing is, I just want to really reiterate, none of this is about not liking anymore. It is about not feeling that I will get around to it and feeling frustrated that I have got them in my stash and feeling like I'm letting the yarns down. I'm letting them down and I'm not letting them fulfill their true destiny, and that is not good. So that is the reason I'm moving them on. It is not because I don't like any of the dyers. As you can tell, I've kept so much Australian dyers especially. So if anyone's watching and they feel a bit frustrated that I'm getting rid of their stuff, I'm so sorry, but I love your stuff. I truly do. That's why I have bought it. I just recognize I'm not going to get to knit with it. Okay, that is that. This is a really long episode. I'm sorry. There is one more thing I wanted to talk to you about. I hope you can stay with me as I talk about it. I'm going to hope that if I move my mouse... Hold up. It's on my desktop. Let's go smaller so I can still... Yes, I'm still being seen on this video. Okay, so this is the Accomplish Along, and I will put it up as I'm talking, so hopefully you can just hear my voice and not see my face. And I'll talk you through it. So this is the year-long knit list. And this is like a bingo. So you'll go in for prizes. I will talk about prizes next year when I figure them out. But I've got reading from the top left, and I'm just going to keep reading across and across and across. So mystery knit along, for example, the Stephen West. As I said, I've already earmarked a couple of Down Under Dyers skeins for that. Knit a one ball project or one skein project. There's always so many multiple skeins, but I don't know if there's many one skein. Knit in brioche, which is a technique that many people are scared of. Knit lace, another thing that many people are scared of. And it doesn't have to be complicated. It can literally be the simplest lace you want. Steeking, a lot of people suggested steeking. I actually have some afterthought socks that I still haven't cut into because I am scared of it. And I have got some other jumpers and stuff that I technically should steek. For example, that Descent Cardi. But I am too aware that it is superwash, so therefore I am scared of steeking it. So I wonder if I knit something else, would I steek it and join in? Starting in the second line, find a new technique. I think many people can become a bit, not set in their ways is the wrong word to use, but a bit, like stuck in using what they know. So a new technique would really help. Color work. The thing I didn't show you, the other acrylic yarns that I didn't show is the hobby yarns that I bought for the colorway sweater of Empowering Women. Which is the Kalina Yamalina. Dream or deep stash. So a dream project or knitting from deep stash. Knit a garland, just because there's so many cute ideas going around. And I was like, you know what? That's an awesome idea to do. Knit cables, another technique, which is hard for people. Destash yarn, which, again, some people, like, you know, I'm very attached to my yarn, so I'm actually really finding it hard to give away this yarn. Update Ravelry, something I haven't done in several years. free space, so it's easy to pass something. Knit a toy or a small item. I keep seeing the Imagine Landscapes, the little gnomes, and they are so cute. I desperately want to join in and knit one of those. So that could even be a mystery knit-along and a small item, because I know that she often does them as mystery gnome-alongs. Gift knit, so knit for someone that you love. Short rows, using short rows. Lately I've been using a lot of them. Use an advent set. So many of you, like me, bought several, and so maybe using one at least. Knit in public, knit in multicolour, and knit a shawl. Knit something from a new to me designer. This could be my work if you like something that I've done. This could be finding another designer that is new to you and knitting one of their designs. Knit something for summer. We often only knit for winter, and so knitting something for summer I think is going to be something a bit refreshing. Knit socks. As we can see, I'm actually cheating because I'm using the sock that I started last year, but I don't care because it's the best I'm going to get. Selfish knit. Knit something for yourself. Many people only gift knit, or many people only selfish knit and they don't gift knit. So putting them both in there I thought would be nice. And knit something in a neutral colour. Now, neutral can be whatever you think. So if you... Mum and I were talking about it the other day, and we were saying that things like navy, deep greens, beiges, they can be neutrals. It doesn't have to be black, white, charcoal. It can be a neutral for your wardrobe. So knitting something that is going to be a true neutral for your wardrobe, and it can count. I mean, I don't think hot pink is a neutral. I would say it's more of an accent. But that's, knitting a neutral colour. So that is the overall Accomplish Along year-long knit list, which is going to be literally over the year. There is going to be more that is going to be released as a monthly bingo list, and they're going to be 3x3. So they are not as intensive, and you do not have to check everything off. Some of them are important dates for Australia. One of them, or two of them maybe, are important for Latvia because it's me and I want to include my culture where I can. I will be launching this properly. It's something that, honestly, I feel like most people are going to do it anyway. So as in knit these things anyway. So may as well have it as a challenge. And I will think of a good hashtag because I still have no idea. Okay, it's been so lovely to spend so much time with you. I hope you enjoyed today. And enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.